Today, I'd like to talk about where AI is headed in 2026. Last week, my dentist's office called to schedule my appointment, but instead of someone flipping through a paper calendar, the receptionist said, "Let me ask our AI assistant when you are due for a clinic." My dentist using AI already in 2025? If AI has transformed how a dental practice operates, what does that really mean for literally every other industry once considered technophobic? We all know 3 years ago, ChatGPT exploded into public consciousness. Today, we are seeing something even more dramatic. The AI companies are growing at rates that make traditional unicorn success stories look slow. Enterprise giants with decades old moats are suddenly feeling vulnerable. And the industries we called AI resistant are going all in. I spent the last week analyzing Bessemer Venture Partners' comprehensive State of AI 2025 report, and the numbers are absolutely mind bending. So, today I'm breaking down everything you need to know about how AI is reshaping business, which companies are winning, and what is coming up in 2026. So, let's dive in. First, let me show you something that will completely reframe what good growth looks like in tech. For years, SaaS companies followed a pattern called as T2, D3. Triple your revenue for 2 years, then double it for 3 more. This was always the gold standard. But AI just rewrote the entire playbook. The new benchmark is Q2 T3, which is quadruple your revenue for 2 years and then triple it for 3 more. We're talking about companies hitting $125 million in annual revenue in just their second year. Whereas the traditional startups celebrated 10 million ARR in second year, AI companies are doing almost 12x that number. After studying 20 high growth AI startups, Bessemer identified two distinct winners. The first one is Supernovas, who are speed demons. They're doing $40 million in year one and $125 million in year two, generating roughly 1.13 million per employee. But they're sacrificing everything for growth. Margins around 25%, sometimes negative. Many are thin wrappers around existing AI models, making them vulnerable. Then you have shooting stars. They start at $3 million in year one and quadruple annually while maintaining a healthy 60% margin at 164K per employee. They find product market fit quickly and grow substantially. So here's what's fascinating. The shooting stars prove you can have both impressive AI powered growth and strong fundamentals that create enduring businesses. Both paths can work. The question is which matches your market and risk tolerance. So, why is this explosive growth suddenly possible? Well, AI has unlocked unprecedented speed in three areas. Number one is the faster wedge. AI solves pain points so dramatically that the early adopters become instant evangelists. Number two is the faster product market fit. When your AI product automates away hours of painful work. And number three is the word spreads fast, which is faster scaling. So the AI native companies serve more customers without proportionally scaling the headcount. But here's a reality check. While Q2T3 is increasingly achievable, not every great AI company will follow this path. The key is knowing which path you are on and executing accordingly. Now, let's talk about the infrastructure powering everything. AI hasn't just changed what we build, it's changed how we build. Natural language has become the new programming interface, and here's the breakthrough: the Model Context Protocol, or MCP as we call it. Think of it as the new HTTP. Just as HTTP standardized how computers communicate on the internet, MCP is standardizing how AI agents access external APIs, tools, and real time data. Anthropic introduced it. OpenAI and Google DeepMind and Microsoft, all of them quickly adopted it. Companies like FastMCP, Arcade, and Keycard are building the entire ecosystem around it: the connectors, the governance framework that will define how agents interact with the digital world. But here's what might be the most important development: memory. AI that remembers you isn't just useful, it becomes indispensable. The industry has gotten pretty good at short term memory within conversation thanks to the larger context windows, but persistent memory across sessions, well, that's going to be the holy grail. So, companies like MemZero, Zep, Supermemory, and LangChain are all racing to solve this. And here is why it matters. Imagine your AI coding assistant knows your entire code base, your team's preferences, your coding style. If you switch to a competitor, you're starting over from scratch. That's not just inconvenient, it's painful. Memories create emotional switching costs. So it's not just a technical feature, it is a product strategy and a competitive moat. For decades, these companies seemed invincible. Their moats were legendary: deep integrations, complex implementations, and the switching costs were so high that startups didn't even bother competing. Well, AI has just made those moats obsolete. And here's the fundamental shift: AI companies aren't just building better databases, they are building systems that act on your data automatically. The old way was to store customer data in Salesforce, manually update records, generate reports. The AI way is to autolog every customer interaction from emails, calls, Slack, and then predict deal outcomes and take action automatically. Companies like Day.ai and Atio for CRM, or Everest and Relate for ERP aren't just storing information, they're automating the workflows that used to require armies of people. Four specific capabilities are breaking down these enterprise modes. Number one, the AI Trojan Horse. Start with a valuable tool that captures the data flow without ripping out existing systems. You're not asking companies to replace everything, you're giving them something so useful they can't resist. Number two is lightning implementation: natural language business logic that gets translated into code automatically. No more year long deployment projects. Well, we're talking hours or days. Number three, schema translation. AI handles the data format conversion automatically. So those proprietary data formats that used to trap customers, well, AI is just going to translate them. And number four is the massive ROI. The agentic workflows eliminate the professional services costs and accelerate your time to value dramatically. So, let me show you what this looks like. In CRM, Salesforce required manual data entry. AI automatically captured every email, call, and meeting. It predicts which deals it will close. In hiring, Workday required you to do manual resume screening. Now, the AI assistants automatically screen candidates and handle your onboarding. The pattern is very clear. AI isn't augmenting these systems, it is reimagining them. But let's be real, some categories remain undisrupted. The enterprise ERP for complex manufacturing, well, that still requires massive product breadth. The replacement cycle is years away. Identity platforms, dispatch systems, massive opportunities, but decade long journeys have been there. And all of these represent enormous opportunities, but the execution still remains challenging. Remember when we called certain industries technophobic, like healthcare, legal, real estate, home services? They have all supposedly been very resistant to technology. But here is the plot twist, they weren't technophobic at all. These are traditional SaaS just failing to solve for their high value, language heavy problems. And believe it or not, AI is finally meeting these users where they are. Let me show you what's happening. In healthcare, Abridge is automating clinical note taking. Doctors now spend more time with patients, less on paperwork. There is companies like Smarter DX that is helping hospitals recover missed revenue through automated coding. In legal, EvenUp is generating legal demand packages in minutes instead of days. The trial attorneys can now suddenly scale their caseloads dramatically. In education, Brisk teaching and Magic School are already streamlining grading and content creation. So teachers focus on teaching, not administrative tasks. And in real estate, companies like Elise AI are automating prospect communications and lease audits. So the property managers can handle more units with less effort. And in home services, companies like Hatch are acting as AI powered customer service. Relay is analyzing in person sales conversations and coaches reps at scale. So these aren't just AI features, bolted onto your existing software. They are AI native solutions that are reimagining the entire workflow. Well, every successful vertical AI company follows the same pattern, as we know. They start with a compelling wedge that solves a core pain point, build defensibility through domain expertise and deep integrations, and then deliver clear ROI from day one. Not incremental improvements, but 10x the productivity gains. Here's a pattern worth noting: voice and audio processing appear repeatedly as the miraculous wedge across these verticals. When AI can understand and act on spoken language, well, it transforms the workflows that were impossible to automate before. But three fundamental questions will determine vertical AI's future. will these companies extend existing legacy systems or start replacing them entirely? Will established players scale and distribution beat the startup innovation? And can vertical AI companies maintain advantages when industry data is fragmented and privacy sensitive? While 2024 was all about AI as a productivity tool, 2025 has seen something deeper, which is the emotional AI connections. Mental health apps like Rosebud and Finch, creation tools like Suno and Runway, turning everyone into creators, and voice AI that handles open ended conversations, not just commands. Perplexity emerged as one of the breakout consumer AI success story, and with ChatGPT at hundreds of millions and Gemini at again hundreds of millions weekly active users. These are model agnostic orchestrations, and the blazing fast UX has made them your go to for any kind of native search. Also, with tools like Comet, which has become the agentic browser, we are seeing the evolution towards an ambient, proactive agent that doesn't just answer your question, they are also anticipating your needs. The most obvious consumer AI opportunity, well, still remains untapped. Um, Traveling with fragmented booking processes is crying out for personalized concierge services. Shopping where e commerce could be shaped when agents handle the browsing, the comparison, the checkout autonomously. Well, these are all waiting for the right infrastructure. Well, now let's talk about what's coming up next. Bessemer made five bold predictions for the next 18 months. The first prediction is the browser becomes the dominant agentic interface. Yeah, your browser. Your browser won't just navigate the web, it will become a programmable environment where AI agents observe and execute tasks across your entire digital world. And this is where Perplexity's Comet is making a big deal. Number two prediction is that 2026 is going to be the year of generative video. Just as 2024 was the breakout year for AI images and 2025 was for voice, 2026 will be when the generative video crosses the mainstream chasm. Google's Veo 3, OpenAI's Sora, Moon Valley's Mere, they're all racing towards this moment. The key battles would be, will labs dominate or will the open source catch up? Will speed become a moat for real time generation? And how will the industry handle IP and the copyright challenges? The third prediction is evals and data lineage would become critical infrastructure. The biggest bottleneck in enterprise AI isn't just the models, it's evaluation. The public benchmarks don't reflect the real world workflows. Companies like Bain Trust, LangChain, BigSpin.ai are all building the evaluation layer. And in 2026, this won't be optional, it will be a procurement requirement. Number four prediction from Bessemer is a new AI native social media giant could emerge. Well, every major technology shift creates new social platforms. PHP enabled Facebook, the mobile cameras birthed Instagram, and the mobile video propelled TikTok. What will generative AI spawn? Maybe networks where AI agents help us be our best selves. Maybe platforms populated by AI influencers. We don't know yet. But someone's probably building it right now. The fifth prediction is expect a merger and acquisition surge in 2026. After almost 2 years of AI native startup disruption, enterprise giants are now striking back. They're acquiring their way into the AI era because obviously they can't build fast enough. Vertical SaaS faces the starkest choice: evolve or become obsolete. So, if you're building an AI startup, be ready for strategic interest, build strong technical moats, and understand where incumbents are falling behind. So, let me bring all of this together. We're not just seeing faster growth, we're witnessing the formation of entirely new business categories. AI has rewritten the rules of what's possible. As discussed, the key insights are: memory creates unbreakable lock in. AI that remembers you becomes indispensable. Systems of action beat systems of record. So don't bolt AI onto legacy, reimagine entire workflows. The browser is becoming the new operating layer. Build for it. Speed wins. Onboarding in hours, not months, collapses competitive moats. Voice is the miraculous wedge across resistant verticals. And perhaps more importantly, in a world of automation, human taste and judgment become the ultimate differentiators. Remember, there are two winning paths: supernova or shooting star. The key is knowing which one you are on and executing accordingly. The companies winning today aren't just building faster software, they are designing systems that see, listen, reason, and act. The next 18 months will be crucial. Generative video will go mainstream. The browser will become an AI playground. New social platforms will emerge. And somewhere, probably in a garage or dorm room, the next AI breakthrough is taking shape. The question isn't whether will transform your industry, it's whether you will be leading that transformation or watching from the sidelines. If you found this valuable, please subscribe for more deep dives into the AI trends and tools. I am trying to break down the latest reports and research so you don't have to. And check out our full set of newsletters, which are mentioned in the description below. There's even more detail and data over there. Also, let me know what prediction are you most excited about. You can put that in the comment section below. So, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.